Hey, what's going on? Kantis Simmons here. So listen, man, I just wanted to jump on to give some of my thoughts to students and families during this time of the coronavirus. Now, I know wherever you are, this thing is affecting you because it's affecting our cities, it's affecting our states, it's affecting our country, it's affecting our government. But I just wanted to share three things right now that I believe um, I can share and use my platform to help students and families. Number one, I would say don't panic, don't fear, and don't fight. Now, listen, we all are uncomfortable now, right? We're all uncomfortable because there are questions out here. There's scientists saying one thing, there are people saying other things. Stock market is moving, schools are closing, colleges are going from regular traditional college strategies or college methodology to now doing online colleges. My recommendation is to don't panic, don't fear, and don't fight. You know, it's something about staying still, pausing, and really looking at the situation, really looking at everything that's around us. Of course, go ahead through the natural procedures of, keeping things clean. Go ahead and increasing and improving your immune system, but also taking the time to not panic, not fear, not fight, but also consider others, right? So, we have people talking about tissue paper is out and just all these things are out in the store. Why? Because some people are panicking, fearing, and they're fighting. But when you think about others, your grandmother, your siblings, your cousins, your neighbor, listen, man, we're all in this thing together. So rather than being the person that fears, the person that panics, and the person that fights, I need you to pause for a second and think about how you can be the person of influence. Now, listen, I understand for many of you families, listen, your kids are going to be at school, going to be at home for the next few weeks, right? It may turn into months. That can be very uncomfortable. One, because some of you may have to find a babysitter. Some of you may be battling with, okay, how are you going to get income if your job is closed? Or there's some of you who have to go to work and leave your kids at home. Listen, it's so important that now we leverage the community, we leverage our close friends to make all of this work together. So I want you to just take the time to not panic, not fear, and not fight, but also begin to really look at what you have and move in a peaceful way. Number two, I want to encourage students more so to stay on top of your game. Now, many schools right now are taking spring break. Some colleges and students had spring break last year. They come back to school just for them now to cancel school for the next 2 weeks. But here's the deal. This is not the time to sit down, to lay down, watch the media all day, play videos all day. Stay on top of your game. Yes, things are a little different. Yes, your schedule is thrown off, but go ahead and stay on top of your game, right? There are books, there are papers you have to write, there's problems you have to solve, there are essays that you have to write. Go ahead and use this time to get caught up and stay on top of your game. Now, listen, you went to college or you're in school because you're working towards a goal. Now, things may shift, things may adjust for a second, but still keep your goal in mind. So during this time period, listen, don't just, come home and just sit around all day, do nothing. I would encourage you to still take some focus time, whether it's reading a book, whether it's going through a video course, whether it's learning something helpful on YouTube, whether it's watching my video podcast, hey, whatever it may be, still take this time to invest in yourself and stay on your game, right? This is a time period, probably in history, that we have never, ever faced. I guess, since we've been living, right? But I need you to stay on top of your game and continue to work towards your goals. Number three, I need students and families to conversate. Yes, I need you to conversate about your future. Now, I've just been thinking to myself, right? Let's just say if schools and colleges do change the traditional way in which we do school, and everybody now goes to an online education platform, which can be cool, which will be an adjustment. I need you to think about your future, right? I need you to think about, if the societal norm changed, will my future, when it gets here, will I be prepared? I need you to have conversations within your family about money, about debt, about income, about passive income, about career goals and career desires, business opportunities, because at the end of the day, things are still going to go on. Now, they may be changed a little bit, and I'm not encouraging fear, but I need you to start having conversations. Like, what are some things in the house that we could potentially get rid of? Maybe we can give to a great cause. Maybe we can sell to bring us some other income. Hey, what are some things around the house that we're not utilizing? Hey, what are some gifts, some talents, some skills that we have in the house that we're not monetizing? You know, I really believe whether you have a degree or you don't have a degree, there's something so awesome about each and every one of us that I feel like God has given us an assignment and, place signs and skills and gifts in our life to help us to be able to make this world a better place. So I need you really to conversate. Yep, conversate about, hey, how are we going to portion out, maybe the food? How are we going to portion out the different things that are going on around us? How can we better our community? How can we better our family? Hey, conversate. How can we improve our immune system so this virus or any other virus doesn't take over our body? But even more so, really communicating about the future. Money, loans, debt, how we can make money. If the societal norm changed, what will we do? What would be the backup plan? Hey, is there an emergency fund? How much money do we have saved for the next 6 months, year, 2 years? These are conversations that I feel like as students and families, we need to have around this time. Number one, don't panic, don't fight, don't fear. Number two, stay on top of your game. Listen, don't allow the media and all these sources just overwhelm you with fear. Okay, right? There are some people out here doing what's right. But listen, it's uncomfortable for everybody. But during this time period, stay on top of your game. Don't become a wimp, right? Stay on top of your game. Do what needs to be done. Read, invest in yourself. Continue to learn, continue to grow, continue to invest in yourself. And number three, conversate. Take this time to have those conversations in the family. Maybe sometimes you guys hadn't sat on the sofa and just had a big family night and just talk, right? You put the devices down, shut the TV down, and just talk. Talk about some of the pains. Talk about some of the happy moments. Talk about what you've learned. Talk about what grandmama and granddaddy taught you. Talk about some of the things that maybe you fear, but also talk about some things that are shaped around aspects of love. Listen, we are family, right? You may not like your family all the time, may not like those that are close to you, but listen, during this time period, this is where love must kick in. This is where you must conversate. And as a family, as a city, as a community, hey, go ahead and bond together. We'll get through this, whatever takes place. Listen, man, we'll get through it. Yeah, we're strong people. We'll get through it, right? I'm a believer. I trust that God, he takes care of me, right? There are many promises in his word. And guess what? Hey, I'm strong. I'm built for this. My family's built for this. And I'm going to encourage you too, that you are built for this. So I just wanted to shoot this quick video and just wanted to encourage someone. Hopefully this is, if you know that, someone that this will benefit. hey, be so kind to share this with them. Because at the end of the day, we are strong people. We'll get through this. Hey, do the natural, do what needs to be done. Don't fear, don't panic. Have those conversations. And most importantly, stay on your game. Hey, I'm Kantis Simmons. Remember this, only one game in life counts, and that's your A game. I'll talk to you soon.